All right, let's talk about planning a Disneyland trip. It's all excitement and magic until you start looking at hotel prices. Yep, suddenly that magical vacation starts to feel a little bit stressful. But what if there was a spot that was easy on your wallet and just a short walk from the park gates?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to our Disneyland Hotel Diaries. This is where we dive into the good, the bad, and the truly magical hotels near the park. Today, we're checking into the Little Boy Blue Motel. It's a classic, a real go-to for budget-savvy Disney fans for years.
So, is the Little Boy Blue Motel the hidden gem you've been searching for? Well, we're about to find out. Here's our game plan. We're going to cover its super important location, what you can really expect from the rooms, the perks versus the quirks, and of course, our final verdict, plus some pro tips. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first, let's just put this number right out on the table. A 2.9 average score from over 100 reviews. Now, I know that might make you pause for a second, but a number never ever tells the whole story. So let's just treat this as our starting point and dig in to see what's really going on behind that score.
First up, the single most important factor for pretty much any Disneyland hotel: location, location, location. Because let's be real, a bad location can just turn a dream vacation into a total logistical nightmare.
And this is absolutely the motel's biggest selling point. We're talking a 15-minute walk to the Disneyland gates. That means no waiting for crowded shuttles, no paying for that ridiculously expensive parking. Feel like a midday nap? You can literally just walk back. Plus, you're just a stone's throw from the Anaheim GardenWalk, so you have tons of restaurants and shops right there.
Okay, so the location is a massive plus. But what about the room itself? You know, the place you have to crash after walking about 10 miles in the park. Let's see where this one lands between comfort and concern. So what's the deal with the rooms? Well, according to reviewers, they're actually pretty spacious, and the beds are comfortable, which is really all that matters after a super long day at the park, right? You'll also find a microwave and a fridge, which is perfect for saving a little money on snacks and drinks. But here is the trade-off. While the rooms are functional, they're also, well, they're dated. As you can see from this photo here, some of the furniture has definitely seen better days. It's the classic case of you get what you pay for. This is not a luxury hotel, and you know what? It's not trying to be. So we've covered the location and the rooms. Now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty, the perks and the quirks. Let's take a look at what you can really expect if you book a stay at the Little Boy Blue Motel. Okay, let's break it down. In the wins column, we've got free parking, which is a massive deal in Anaheim. The walkability, like we said, saves you time and money. The price is obviously great, and the free Wi-Fi is apparently pretty reliable. Now, on the watch out side, you have those dated rooms, a free breakfast that is very, very basic, some potential for street noise, and this is a deal breaker for some, no coffee pot in the room. Now, let's talk about the pool. It's functional. As you can see, it's located right smack in the middle of the parking lot, which kind of gives you a pretty good idea of what to expect. It's a great place to cool off, for sure, but it is definitely not a resort-style pool. Think of it more as your base camp for adventure, not the adventure itself. You know, this quote from a past guest really says it all. It gets the job done at the right price. This isn't about being pampered, it's about pure, simple function. So the most important thing is knowing exactly what job you need your hotel to do. By the way, if you're finding this helpful, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. We've got a lot more of these Disneyland Hotel Diaries coming your way, and you are not going to want to miss out. Okay, now let's get to the final verdict. All right, let's put all the pieces together. We've looked at the location, the room, and all the trade-offs. So what's the bottom line? Who is the Little Boy Blue Motel actually for? This is your perfect spot if, and this is a big if, you are a hardcore rope drop to fireworks park warrior. If all you really need is a clean, safe place to sleep and shower, if a 15-minute walk and free parking sounds way better to you than a fancy lobby, and if you're spending practically zero time in your room anyway because you are there for the parks, if that sounds like you, this place is an absolute steal. So you've decided this might be the right move for you. Smart choice. But before you go packing your bags, we've got a few pro tips to help you make the most of your trip. First up, when you book, make sure you specifically ask for a room that's away from the main street. That'll cut down on the traffic noise. Second, pack your own coffee supplies. Remember, no pot in the room. Third, if you're a light sleeper at all, earplugs are going to be your best friend. And fourth, just skip the motel's minimal breakfast and plan on grabbing something way better at one of the great little spots nearby. So it all comes down to this one question. For your trip, is saving potentially hundreds of dollars worth a 15-minute walk and trading some of those modern comforts for a no-frills stay? That is the core trade-off. And now you have all the information you need to answer that question for yourself.